So for the second part of this lecture, no, we will deal with area, moment, centroid, and hopefully the volume. Okay? So, may dalawa kasing cases ng area of integration. The first one is using the rectangular. So, it's basically x and y lang. Kapag polar, syempre andyan yung r and si angle form, no, or si theta. Ngayon, these are just the formulas. Kapag vertical strip, ang ginamit mo, the horizontal strip. Pero kapag sa case ng polar, ito lang talaga yung susundin mo. Okay? So, just to give you a glimpse, no, kung saan nanggaling tong mga to. So, for example, meron ako ditong coordinate plane. Okay? And, I have here, ayan, meron ako siyang function dyan. Let's call it f of x. And then, let's say, nag-intersect siya sa isa pang function. Ayan. Let's call this g of x. Ngayon, if I want to get the area bounded by these two functions, sabihin ito, no? Syempre, so the basic definition nito is getting infinite strips. And yun yung gagawin natin. Okay? Suppose meron ako dito or nagset ako dito ng isang strip. Okay? I will use a vertical strip. Ma'am, question, how will I know kung vertical strip or horizontal strip yung gagamitin ko? It doesn't matter actually. No? Pero usually, sa mga gantong case, ang most common na ginagamit is the vertical strip. But, it is still a case-to-case basis. So, hindi dapat palagi vertical strip yung gagamitin mo, hindi dapat palagi horizontal strip yung gagamitin mo. Pero again, in most cases, vertical strip yung ginagamit. Okay? So, if I only want this portion here, hindi ko kailangan to, hindi ko kailangan yan. Tama ba that in order for me to get this, pinagmaminus ko lang, there is the concept of subtracting or getting the difference. So, ang mangyayari, since this is the y upper, and this is the y lower, okay, and considering that itong strip na to ay nag-change with respect to the x-axis, meaning na meron tayong small changes with respect to the x-axis. So, kapag nilagay natin yan sa formula, no, the area using a vertical strip is actually the integral of y upper minus y lower multiplied to the small change here, which is dx. Notice na in this case, meron tayong limits lang. Hanggang dito lang. Okay? That is why meron tayong upper and lower limits or boundaries. So, let's call it x sub 1 and x sub 2. So, therefore, this will become the integral of y upper minus y lower multiplied to dx, no? From x sub 1 to x sub 2. Kapag naman horizontal, ganun din, no? So, sige. Lagay natin dito. Kapag horizontal, again, let's say, ganito siya. Meron tayo isang f of x dito. Okay? And let's say, meron ditong line, g of x. And I want to get the exact area nung portion na bounded nilang dalawa. Okay? So, let's say, andito. And I will use a horizontal strip. So, of course, kapag horizontal strip, okay, we have here x sub r and x sub n. And kung gusto ko nga lang ito, again, pagsusubtract ko lang. Pero notice, no, na instead of dx, nagkakaroon ng small changes with respect to the y-axis. So, therefore, instead of dx, okay, I will write this as dy instead of dx. Kasi, nagkakaroon na tayo ngayon, this time, no, ng change with respect to the y-axis. So, placing it to our formula, okay, the area kapag horizontal strip ang ginamit mo is now the integral, no, of x sub r minus x sub l dy. This will become y sub 1 and y sub 2. Okay? So, kapag polar, usually, ganito yung magiging graph niya. Nagkakaroon naman tayo ng small changes with respect to the angle formed. So, for example, meron tayo ditong a curved figure, no? If we want to get the small changes, kapag polar ang usapan, ayan. So, nagkakaroon tayo dito ng small changes with respect to the angle formed, and this will be your R. Find the area bounded by the parabola y is equal to 9 minus x squared and x plus y is equal to 7. So, the first step palagi, kapag area and volume ang usapan, no, in the context of integral calculus, okay, the first step is always graph. Okay. Bakit? Kasi, this will actually help you visualize which type of strip is more suitable to use. Okay, so let me graph this first. For example, meron ako ditong coordinate system or coordinate plane. Siyempre, in order for me to graph, I'm assuming that this is a parabola kasi meron tayong x squared. This is a quadratic equation. Okay? So, kapag ito ay transpose ko, no? So, this will become y minus 9 is equal to x squared. Okay? Meaning that we have our vertex at 0 and positive 9. So, basically, this is opening downwards. So, let me graph this for a while. And then, let me graph the second function, which is a line. Obviously, kasi siya ay linear. Okay? So, let's assume nandito siya. It intersects this parabola at these points. So, let me graph this. So, once the functions are already graphed, the second step is to actually determine the strip. Okay? Si strip. Will it be a vertical or a horizontal strip? So, in this case, I will use a vertical strip. Okay? So, drawing ko lang siya dito. Ngayon, once we have already determined what type of strip to use, the third step is to actually consider the limits. Since hindi naman tayo binigyan ng limits, hindi naman sinabi na from x sub 1 is equal to 5 to x sub 2 is equal to 9, ganon, no? Since hindi tayo binigyan ng ganon, we have to find the limits ourselves. So, the third step is to actually find the limits. And in order for you to determine the limits, you have to simply equate the two functions. Okay? So, in this case, si y sub 1 must be equated to y sub 2, wherein si y sub 1 is equal to 9 minus x squared is equal to 7 minus x. And kapag transpose po natin ito, equating to 0, this will be equal to x squared minus x minus 2. And in getting the roots, no, we will get two values for our x, which are negative 1 and positive 2. So, placing them here, no, this will become negative 1 and positive 2. Ngayon, since meron na tayong limits, meron na tayong strips, the fourth step to use or to solve, no, for what is asked, which in this case is actually the area. Solve for the area. Since we used a vertical strip, meaning that our area will become y upper minus y lower dx limits from x sub 1 to x sub 2. Substituting all the given values, this will become our y upper is 9 minus x squared, 9 minus x squared, minus our y lower is this value, so that's 7 minus x dx limits from negative 1 to 2. So, evaluating this, I can rewrite this function or this equation to the limit of 9 minus x squared minus 7 plus x dx limits from negative 1 to 2, and then further simplifying this, I will get the limit of negative x squared plus x plus 2. limits from -1 to 2. Ayan, dx. And once you have evaluated this, you can actually use your calculator to solve for this equation, no? And I'm expecting, no, na kapag gumamit ka ng calculator, you will get an answer of 9/2 square units. So for the second problem, find the area of the region enclosed by y is equal to x squared and y is equal to the square root of x. So again, the first step is to graph. Kasi this will help you visualize the strip or where to place the strip. Okay? So ngayon, kung hindi kayo confident when it comes to graphing, no, you can use Desmos. So this is actually a website. Type niya lang siya and then it will redirect you to a website, no, na Desmos. It's actually one of the helpful tools sa mga engineers. Okay? So anyway, let's graph this, no. Now, for y is equal to the square root of x, again, if hindi po kayo confident, you may use Desmos. So, let's assume, no, that this is the function or the graph for the function y is equal to the square root of x. So, let me label this, no, y is equal to x squared, and this is for y is equal to the square root of x. And we want to use, or we want to get the area here. So, I will use, again, a vertical strip. But you may use, again, a horizontal strip. It's up to you. Ano? So, once we have already finished the first and second steps, no, which are to graph and to determine the strip respectively. In this case, we use the vertical strip. Since wala namang binigay sa atin na limits, no, gagawa tayo ng sarili nating limits by equating the two functions. So, let's equate y sub 1 and y sub 2. So, that will be x squared is equal to the square root of x. Diba, para matanggal yung radical sign, we simply raise this, or both of these sides, no, to 2, with the power of 2. So, upon doing, we will have x raised to 4 and x. Okay? So, with that, if we transpose this, we will have x raised to 4 minus x is equal to 0. And if we factor out x, since both terms have x, no, as its common factor, so we will be left with x cubed minus 1 is equal to 0. And with that, we can generate two roots. The first root, or x sub 1, is equal to 0, and x sub 2 as 1. So, ibig sabihin, this is x sub 1. And at this point, this is x sub 2. Since tapos na tayo mag-determine ng strip, ng limits, it's time to solve for the area itself. So, area. Since again, we used, no, a vertical strip, so mangyayari dyan, we will have a y upper and a y lower. So, let's just put here the formula. So, this is y upper minus y lower dx, limits from x sub 1 to x sub 2. So, evaluating everything sa ating formula, no, our y upper, okay, our y upper is, of course, the square root of x, kasi dito siya nagtama, no, that's the square root of x, minus our y lower is x squared dx, limits from 0 to 1. And evaluating, you may use your calculators. You should get an answer of 0.333 or 1/3 square units. So, similar to the concept of moments in engineering mechanics, say for example, meron tayo ditong horizontal member or a beam, and we have here a pin, No, let's call this at point A. And then meron tayo ditong concentrated load. Okay, and if we want this load to have its moment about point A, tama ba that we should consider multiplying this load with the perpendicular distance or the so-called moment arm. So, tama ba that the formula for the moment is simply force times or cross product of the perpendicular distance or the moment arm. However, sa case ng integral calculus, we are dealing with irregular figures. So, for example, meron tayo ditong irregular figure. No? Isipin nyo yung swimming pool nyo. And this has its own area. Okay? A4 area. Now, if we want to consider getting the moment ng isang force na directed dito, kung saan ito ay isang change in area or small area. Now, if we want to get the moment of this load, let's call it W, around its certain axis or this certain axis, we have to multiply it again with the perpendicular distance or D. Before we plug any value sa ating formula ng moments, wala man tayong force, wala din tayong perpendicular distance dito. But we can actually manipulate the concepts in order for us to arrive a value or a formula para dito sa dalawang to. Tama ba that the density, or the area density is equal to the mass over area. Now, kapag yan ay volume, then syempre, this will become volume, which is the standard formula for the density. Now, if I will be cross-multiplying the two, I will get the value for M, or the mass, which is simply area times rho sub A. Okay? Ngayon, if I will plug this dito, since ang W natin dito pertains to the weight, and weight is a type of force, and weight is also equivalent to mass times gravity. If I plug in A rho sub A times G, I will get the formula for the force. And equating this to the formula of the moment, pwede ko palang isulat to as A times rho sub A times G times the perpendicular distance D. Okay? Ngayon, since we are only concerned with the small changes of area or of dA, I will only consider integrating the small changes of the moment. So, mangyayari lang dyan, integrate mo lang din tong buong to. So, this will become the integral of rho sub A times G times D times dA, kasi we are integrating with respect to the area. And using the initial conditions, wherein si rho is equal to 1, si G is equal to 1, okay, we will be left with the formula for the moments as the integral of dA and D. Okay? Ngayon, kapag moment of volume about an axis, edi syempre, ibahin mo lang to. Gagawin mo lang itong volume, and then you do the rest of the process. And you will arrive with this formula. Okay? So, pwede ko bang i-memorize na lang po? Yes, pwede mo namang i-memorize na lang. Okay? Pinakita ko lang sa inyo kung saan nanggaling itong dalawang formulas na to. Okay? By the concept of moments itself. So, again, just like the concept of area, kailangan din natin mag-identify muna kung anong type of strip ang gagamitin nyo. So, kapag vertical strip ang ginamit mo, if you want to get the moment about the x-axis, you will use this formula. If you want to get the moment about the y-axis, you can use this formula. Ngayon, pwedeng hindi mo lahat memorizein, kahit dalawa lang. Okay, mamili ka lang. Kung vertical strip ba ang memorizein ko or horizontal strip. Bakit? Kasi, notice, magkamukha lang sila. Papalitan mo lang lahat ng x, ng y, and papalitan mo lang lahat ng x with y. Similarly, dito, papalitan mo lang lahat ng y with x, and papalitan mo lang lahat ng x with y. Okay? So, for demonstration purposes, no, let me show you kung saan nanggaling yung formulas natin for the moments. Suppose meron ako ditong function. Okay? And let's say meron isa pang function na nag-intersect sa kanya. And we want to get, first, no, we want to get the moment about the y-axis. Okay, pakita ang aking arrowhead. Pero, we will get the moment about the y-axis. So, for example, no, I used a vertical strip here. Ayan. Now, di ba, para mapaikot natin yung ating strip, kailangan i-consider natin yung kanyang perpendicular distance. Since ito ay vertical, so syempre, yung dapat na distance niya ay pahiga, or with respect to the x-axis. So, in this case, i-measure natin siya from the centroid of the strip to this part, or vice versa. Okay? So, this is d, or the perpendicular distance. This is y upper, and this is the y lower. Diba, ang formula natin for getting the moment is simply the integral of dA multiplied by the perpendicular distance. And then we have the lower limit to the upper limit. Ganon siya. Diba? So, in this case, since gumamit tayo ng vertical strip and with respect to the y-axis tayo, so, therefore, the moment above the y-axis is simply, no, diba, ang area ng vertical strip, no, is simply the y upper minus the y lower dx. Multiply po natin siya sa kanyang perpendicular distance. In this case, it's the x. Okay, kasi this is the x-axis. So, lagyan natin siyang x dito. Limits from x sub 1 to x sub 2. Now, you can also get the moment with respect to the x-axis. Gawin ko lang siyang yellow. Kung dito tayo magpapaikot, make sure na yung perpendicular distance natin ay perpendicular. Kasi kung pipiliin natin yung x-axis as the axis kung saan tayo iikot, considering na ito ay vertical strip, kung gagamitin ulit natin ay ganito, that's parallel na. Kasi parallel yung distance natin dito sa ikutan natin. Hindi dapat ganon. So, ang mangyayari, dapat yung magiging distance natin ay patayo. Kasi, pahiga tayo, iikot. So, in this case, we will solve for the perpendicular distance. So, notice na para lang siyang getting the average, no? So, this will become y upper plus y lower all divided by 2. So, kapag plinag-in po natin siya, considering na magpapaikot tayo kay x-axis, mangyayari lang is still the integral of dA multiplied to d, okay, limits from A to B. Considering na vertical pa rin yung strip natin, so mangyayari, it is still y upper minus y lower dx. However, ito is equal to y upper plus y lower all over 2. Or, pwede ko siyang i-factor out. Pwede ko factor out yung 1/2 dito. And we will have y upper plus y lower. So, pag plinag-in natin siya dito, erasing ko lang muna yung dx. Plinag-in ko siya dito. Nandito si 1/2. Okay? Mumultiply ko dito si y upper plus y lower dx. Limits from x sub 1 to x sub 2. And with that, no, in getting the moment above the x-axis, considering that we used a vertical strip, this will be the integral of 1/2 times y upper squared minus y lower squared dx, limits from x sub 1 to x sub 2. Kung gusto kong ilagay yung rock, kung gusto kong maging balanced perfectly yung aking stack of rocks, ilalagay ko siya each sa kanyang centroid. Okay? So, paano yan? No, ma'am? Kapag centroid ang usapan, pair lagi or coordinate pairs lagi bibigay mo sa akin, hindi isang value lang. Okay? Dito, ang ine-expect ko laging sagot ng centroid ay isang x coordinate and isang y coordinate. Para lang siyang midpoint. No, yung concept ng midpoint, ganun na ganun. Pero in this case, we are referring to the centroid and not the midpoint. Okay? So, for example, For example, I have here, or I will draw, no, a y and x-axis. Okay? If I want to get the x value here, or the x coordinate, I will measure, okay, ilang x units siya from the y-axis. Okay? Again, para makuha ko si x bar dito, or the x coordinate, i-measure ko ilang x values siya from the y-axis. So, this is x bar. And similarly, kung gusto ko naman makuha yung y value or y coordinate ko, magme-measure ako ng n units of y from the x-axis. Okay? Ayan. Determine the first moment about the x-axis of the function bounded in the first quadrant by the x-axis. The y-axis, the line is equal to 1, and the curve whose equation is y is equal to x squared plus 1. So, sabi naman dito, no, sinabi niya na dapat first quadrant lang tayo. So, kahit yung ating drawing ay first quadrant lang. Kasi, ang concern lang naman natin dito is yung first. Okay? So, another thing, no, binigyan din tayo ng function dito or equation which is actually a parabola since this is a quadratic equation. So, assuming na andito yung ating vertex. Next is to actually draw the limits or the boundaries for our equation. Okay? So, sabi, first quadrant, okay, by the x-axis. Pag sinabi nating x-axis, pag narinig mo tong word na to or nakita mo tong word na to, it only means that y is equal to 0. And kapag y-axis, meaning that x is equal to 0. So, meaning that our boundaries pala is from here and dito. Okay? Tsaka, x is equal to 1. So, assuming that this is 1. In this case, yung ating strip or magiging area natin is at this part. So, considering nagagamit po ako ng vertical strip. And of course, ang concern natin dito na changes ay with respect to x or dx. So, once we have already graphed, okay, which is the first step, the second step being identifying the strip. Okay, in this case, it's a vertical strip. The third step is to get or identify the limits. In this case, we already have the limits mentioned, which is 0 and 1. Okay? And once meron ka ng graph, strip, and limits, the last step is to solve. Okay? Or get the moment. Since tayo ay magmo-moment about the x-axis, so dito tayo magmo-moment. And since ang ating strip na napili ay vertical strip, therefore, our formula for this moment is m is equal to, or m of x is equal to the integral of 1/2 times y upper squared minus y lower squared dx, limits from x1 to x sub 2. And evaluating the values or the given values, we will have the integral of 1/2. Ang ating y upper in this case is, let me change this to a bracket. No. This is x squared plus 1 squared minus 0 squared dx. And then our limits will be, of course, from 0 to 1. So, pwede nang hindi nyo to evaluate kasi 0 naman siya. And therefore, using your calculators, you should get an answer of 14/15 Newton meter, which is the standard unit for the moment. An isosceles triangle with vertices A, -1, 0, B, 1, 0, C, 0, 2 has the density distribution according to rho of y is equal to 1 plus y squared. Find the center of mass of the triangle. Basically, ang tinatanong sa'yo is the centroid. Okay? Center of mass, meaning that's the centroid. So, of course, hindi mo gaano mag-visualize kung hindi mo siya i-graph. So, let's graph. Okay? So, now that we have already graphed, okay, the vertices, the second step is to identify the strip. Now, it is more suitable to use the horizontal strip. Bakit? Kasi kapag vertical strip lang yung kinonsider mo, hindi mako-consider yung part na to na nasa second quadrant. Okay, ang consider lang niya dito is the first quadrant. So, para makonsider din yung both quadrants, let's just use a horizontal strip. Okay? So, kapag gumamit tayo ng horizontal strip, of course, we will have x of r and x sub l. So, in this case, wala naman tayong values for x of r or x sub r and x sub l. So, let's just use the 2-point form or 2-point slope form para makuha yung equations nila. Now, to get x sub l, this will be y minus y sub 1 is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1, x minus x sub 1. So, evaluating the given values here, no? So, this will be y minus 0 is equal to 2 over 0 minus negative 1 times x minus negative 1. So, simplifying the equation, you will have y is equal to 2x plus 2. So, transposing everything, no, your x sub l is therefore equal to y minus 2 all over 2. Similarly, kapag x sub r naman ang hahanapin mo, transpose mo lang din ulit, and you should get y minus 2 all over 2. This is negative. The whole equation is negative. Okay, so since meron na tayo nito, and meron na tayo nito, pwede na tayo equate para makuha natin yung limits. Again, you just have to equate x sub r with x sub l. Since the x sub r is equal to negative y minus 2 all over 2, and x sub l is equal to y minus 2 all over 2, since both have 2 as the common denominators, pag nag-multiply tayo to both sides with 2, matitira sa atin is negative y minus 2 is equal to y minus 2. Okay? And transposing everything, no, we will get two values for y. Y sub 1 is equal to 0, and y sub 2 is equal to 2. So, since meron na tayong limits, meron na tayong strip, it's time to solve for the centroid. Ngayon, if we will actually analyze this figure, the centroid, since we used a horizontal strip, the centroid is only with respect to the y-axis. Okay, so kung magsosolve ka pa ng x value of the centroid, that will be simply equal to 0. Okay, kasi nga, our centroid is with respect only with the y-axis. Kasi nga, gumamit tayo ng horizontal strip dito. Ngayon, we will be left with solving for the y coordinate. So, that is equal to m sub x over a. So, since binigyan tayo dito ng another equation or function of y, okay, we will evaluate this to this moment. Diba, ang formula for moment, okay, yung specific formula kanina is the rho of a, or rho sub a times g times dA times d. Okay? I-divide down natin yan kay integral of rho sub a times g times dA. Okay? Since same po dito si G, pwede natin siyang i-cancel. So, we will be left with rho A or rho sub A times dA times D. Since ang value natin dito ay ito, okay, this one, pwede ko tong i-expand pa to the integral of 1 plus y squared times y times the area, no, since we used a horizontal strip, therefore our area will be x sub r minus x sub l dy with limits from 0 to 2 all over the integral of 1 plus y squared. Again, we will use x sub r minus x sub l kasi this is a horizontal strip. X sub r minus x sub l dy with limits from 0 to 2. And evaluating everything, no, since may na-solve tayo kanina na value for x sub r, si x sub r, di ba, is equal to y minus 2 all over 2. This is negative, no? And si x sub l is equal to y minus 2 all over 2. Therefore, isa-substitute lang po natin itong mga values na to dito and dito respectively para lahat ng ating values here will be in terms of y and only y. Okay? So, kapag substitute nyo na lahat, considering that our limits is from 0 to 2, you will get a value for the y bar which is equal to 22 all over 25. Therefore, the final answer for our centroid is 0 and 22 over 25. And that is our final answer.